Hey, what's going on, you Mongolian river geese? Today, an Ask Crim Twitter AMA. It's not really an AMA, but it is an AMA, but it's on Twitter. It's the first one I've ever done on Twitter. I usually do them on Reddit, so hopefully you guys enjoy. I got my trusty laptop here. But yeah, this is a back window little car thing. Put it on my laptop. Who gives a fuck? Looks cool. But anyways, let's get this started off. How do you handcuff a one-armed man? This question generally confuses me because, if someone was like all jacked up and they had one arm and the cops arrest them, what the fuck do you do? Imagine The Rock with one arm and he's just all like cracked up on some kind of drug. He's all like he's finna to beat someone's ass, cops included. Or how do you handcuff that guy? I don't know. That's a good ass question though. I'm gonna be honest with you. What was your first job? I was actually a paperboy first, but that doesn't really count as a job. I don't want to disclose too much information because that's tomorrow's video. So next question: which came first, the egg or the chicken? I don't think anyone knows the answer to that question, buddy. Who would win in a fight, you or Scump? Definitely me. Scump's going down. I'm already 5-0, undefeated IRL. Your boy doesn't stand up and fight. I go straight for the ground pound. Basically taking it to the ground, annihilating my opponent, I would make Scump tap out like that, okay? Your boy is like a spider on the ground. Next question, would you rather get rid of your pinky fingers or your big toes? Ooh, that's actually a good one. To be honest, I'd go, no, I wouldn't go half and half. Fuck. That's a good question. Cause I can't imagine walking around without your big toes. I think I'd get rid of my big toes because there's definitely like some sort of like prosthetic, you can put in for your toes, and all you really need them to do is bend. Like you actually use your pinkies for a lot of like gripping stuff and stuff like that. But definitely I definitely lose my big toes. Do you think about going to Halo or going back to Halo at any time? No, absolutely not. That game looks like shit. MCC, I think they've completely messed up in almost every single way possible that there is to mess up on. MCC looks so good, and then all the problems, it was like they didn't even test it out. And then I think that they released the Halo 5 beta too early because of how bad MCC basically shit the bed. And Halo 5 doesn't even look. Halo 5 looks broken too, so it's like, yeah, I'm sticking a COD. Next question: does Nadeshot really know? Yes, he does. He does in fact know. Will Aches ever join Optic? Probably not. Who has the most e-girls in COD? Definitely not Pac-Man. What was the best moment of your life? Definitely coming back home from COD Champs. Winning a tournament doesn't really sink in until probably the night after, like Sunday night when everybody's getting drunk and basically roasting each other. For those of you guys, I know no one was recording, but Sunday night at Orlando was actually pretty good. Pac-Man actually basically, he didn't black out, but he was literally going 1 versus 30 versus all the pros, just getting roasted. He was roasting, but the European Mad Cat just had to step in and shut him down. Basically, he ripped a Marky B line on Pac-Man. And it was pretty brutal. I'm gonna be honest with you, it was pretty brutal. When you were teaming with Cole and EG, did you expect to end up on Optic? Honestly, no, I did not. I actually have the mentality of whoever is on my team is friendly. Whoever is not on my team is the enemy. So whenever, if you were to ask me, do I expect myself to end up on another team as of right now? The answer is obviously gonna be no, because I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about what to do better, like how to win as a team when I'm on the current team. So it's basically, whenever I'm on a team, I always think that, it's us versus the world. And that's not necessarily a good thing, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. I always stay focused on an objective, I guess you could say. So, Lamborghini or Ferrari, one car to choose from, to own. Ooh, to own. Probably a Lamborghini. Ferraris are really nice race cars, but most of them are fucking junk. His foremost sexy man. Yes, Matthias is a very sexy man. Ooh, this is a good one. I think about this daily, literally daily. If you were to get rid of one state in the U.S., which one would it be and why? Definitely New Jersey. New Jersey is the breeding ground for fucking morons. You know, I've met a couple people. Obviously, not everyone's a moron from New Jersey, but the people who aren't morons would probably agree with me when I say that there's a lot of fucking morons in New Jersey. Don't ever want to go there. Maybe Atlantic City. That'd be the only reason why I would ever go there. But yeah, New Jersey definitely needs to just be wiped off the face of United States. Probably second. Second would definitely be, I don't know, to be honest. Like, New Jersey just stands out so much to me. Just straight breeding ground for idiots. Next question, Audi R8 or Nissan GTR? Definitely a GTR. GTR shits all over that R8. I'd get the Nismo GTR. You guys seen that? You guys seen that? That thing is a beast, bro. Is your cat as good as you in COD? No. Eddie actually fucking sucks at COD, that's why. Next question, what do your parents think of your gaming career growing up and playing video games? They actually didn't like it at all. They thought that it was always sort of a, how do I say this? Like a distraction almost from what's important in life, and, you know, getting a college degree, working towards your goals and stuff like that. But the problem with me was that I always didn't actually know what I wanted to do, so generally I would agree with them, but at the time I actually didn't know what I wanted to do in life, and I sort of do now, but you know, it's still up in the air. So until that point when I know what I want to do, then I'll go back to college. For those of you who don't know, I've been in college for 2 years, so I got a lot of credits done, but at this point in time, like, actually back then, I didn't know what I was wanting to do, so it wasn't necessarily wasting time, but it was. So when I figure out what I want to do, then I'll probably go back and I'll finish that. Places you've traveled to in the world. I've actually been to a lot of places, guys. Both my parents work at Boeing. My mom is pretty high up there. My dad sort of is, but my mom is more of like a company-wide up there. I don't want to say that we do have a lot of money, but I want to say that, like, most of the money that my parents have made have been spent towards other places than your typical family. I think that, you know, we travel a lot. I went on my first vacation when I was 3 months old, and you know, we don't have nice cars, we don't have a nice house. My house is actually extremely small. The Optic house is probably twice as big as the house I'm living in right now. Most of the money that that my parents made, like, they went to saving it and, you know, going on vacation. So I've actually been to a lot of places. I think the furthest place I've been to is probably Hong Kong. When I was in 8th grade, I did a trip to Hong Kong, Guangzhou, Xi'an, Beijing, and Tokyo. Other than that, I mean, I've been to a bunch of places. I've yet to go to Africa, South America, and, you know, like Australia and Southeast Asia. But those are on the list. But basically almost everywhere in the northern hemisphere I've been to, except for maybe Russia. But yeah, definitely, I've always loved traveling. So when I see gamers complain about, you know, traveling so much, it just doesn't make sense to me, because traveling is honestly one of my favorite things, and I don't think that my parents realized that thought that I love traveling definitely came from them. Next question, where are 5 places you want to go before you die, and why? Number 1 on the list is the Himalayas. I've always wanted to go there. I'm probably going to go to South Africa after COD Champs this year. I want to take somewhat of a break. You know, do something fucking insane. So something like that would be awesome. I've always wanted to, you know, see the African safari and just stuff like that. Stuff I see on National Geographic every day. I want to do something like that. Number 3, Australia. My dad used to live there when he was a kid. For those of you who don't know, my dad, none of you guys know this, my dad's family, he traveled a lot as a kid as well. His parent, or his dad at least, was like a construction worker that traveled a lot, and he was, I don't know what he did exactly, but he traveled literally all over the planet. One question is, why are you so damn good at FPS? So first person shooters. I've always been playing first-person shooters ever since I was 9 years old. I think Counter-Strike was the first game, first FPS I ever played. I've always been a fan. If I didn't play FPSs, I don't think I'd play video games. I know I like racing games, but it's basically Forza and Gran Turismo. Other than that, you know, video games just, they're somewhat fun to me, other video games, but they're not like I could sit on my ass all day and play them. Favorite movie of 2014, definitely Captain America. Winter Soldier to me was just so good. Like the difference from the first movie to the second movie was like dog shit and like something that Jesus sent down to earth as like a gift to fucking mankind, because that's, to me, that's how good the second Captain America was. Should Censor wear sleeves next event? Probably, but will he? Absolutely not. What do you look for in a girl? Personality or body? Both. Like, what? Vector or MSMC? Anyone who says Vector is probably a ghoster, and their name is probably JCat. What is the best part about being a professional COD player, and how do you like living at the Optic House? Definitely the fact that you get to go around the world competing at events, you know, traveling a lot. That to me is the best thing. The fact that we don't just compete online, because, you know, there was once a time and an age back in like 2007 through 2009 when COD was solely, it was literally only online. There was one event per year basically. And, you know, that kind of sucked for, especially me being in Seattle, because just the connection barrier, the connection problems. Yeah, definitely, I love competing at live events. I love traveling. I love the fact that, you know, I get to go on a plane every month or so and, you know, go to events and kick some ass. How do you like living at the Optic House? I really like it. I think that I need a car immediately. I actually talked to Hector, and I was like, you know, I'm actually considering moving back because, you know, I'm sort of an independent person, and I don't like the fact that I have to ask Nate for his car, you know, to do anything I want to do, because I don't want to say we live in the boonies, but nothing is in walking distance, and you literally have to drive everywhere. I think I'm actually going to get my car shipped there. I have a shitty car right now. It's literally $1,000, and to ship it there is like $600, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, I literally wake up at like 2 p.m. and Nade's waking up at like 9 a.m. and he goes to the gym before I even wake up. If he'll allow it or not, I gotta convince him or something, but I basically told Hector, you know, I need a hobby and I need to go to the gym, and I really want to learn how to shoot to a higher standard, I guess you could say. Me and my dad sort of go shooting a lot, you know. That's with a 22. That doesn't fucking count. I gotta learn. I gotta get some life skills in here somewhere. What's more dangerous, a Nigerian water buffalo or a Hawaiian sand goose? Definitely not the Hawaiian sand goose. Like, Nigerian water buffalo all the way. Those things are fucking savages. Would you rather follow me on Twitter or jump off a cliff? Depends on how high the cliff is. But yeah, guys, that's all for now. That was the first Ask Crim video I did. I plan on doing a lot more. First things first. We got trending worldwide today on this, so that was actually an amazing thing. I don't think I've ever, you know, done something like that. Maybe when I make World Star plays at tournaments, but let's be honest here, guys. This is a YouTube video. This ain't no COD Champs play. So that was the first time that anything like that has ever happened to me. So I want to say thank you to all you guys who contributed to this. Hopefully I can answer more, you know, wacky questions next time. I think next time I'm gonna actually like go out of my way just to pick crazy questions and answer them, because I think that, you know, those questions where I'm ripping on Pac-Man, those are the questions that I think that you guys want to see. Anyways, guys, if you guys liked the video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up, subscribe, you know, if you're feeling lucky, and other than that, guys, I'm out.